Okay, so left hand one was your before, right hand one was your after. Okay. Setup wise, I say not really change much, but your grip pressure. You can't see your grip pressure, but you can feel that. I think when you put that finger across the thumb there, you're just holding the club like a tube of toothpaste. Don't just squeeze the toothpaste at the end and just hold it in your hands there. You can control the club. Think about how you hold a pencil or a pen or even your phone, even like a knife and fork, how you hold that. You don't squeeze it to try and control them. Tension doesn't give us control in these kind of things, okay? What it does, though, is restricts the amount your body can move. So as you go back here, your legs haven't really moved at all yet, have they? Lower half still very static, top half sort of moving a little bit. Then it kind of stops, and then your arms kind of sort of complete the motion here now. Not really moved your hips at all. They're still kind of the same as they were to start with, okay? As you then come back to the golf ball, then your body unwinds. The body now has come through a bit too early. The hands sort of slightly ahead of the golf ball, open club face. And then you try and save it around here with your hands kind of rolling over, but the information's been given to that golf ball. I mean, again, from there, 1.7 on the clock, 1.6 is basically like a tenth of a second. Not a lot, is it really? I mean, the reaction of a 100-metre sprinter is about that same sort of time. So from there to there is not miles away, but the ball's been hit. So the information's been given. So that was your backswing before. The feeling now in the practice swings is actually make an exaggerated movement as much as you can. So get there. That's a bit long, admittedly, but I'd rather see you doing that in your practice swing, because now come over the top from there now is almost impossible. Your hands have got to come more from sort of the inside, underneath that way, okay? You can square that club face up, let your arms release a bit more here, okay? As you go through, so it's quieting down the bigger muscles, using them for sort of creating tension and torque, and then your arms are as fast as they can. So look at these two backswings here now, and this is the one that went 250, went a bit left, but it was about 250. Look at that for a backswing. Now again, admittedly, a little bit long. I don't mind that. It's because you're used to completing the backswing now with the hands and arms, which you've had to do when that and that hasn't really moved. Now that's moving a lot more. Your arms won't need to work quite so much, okay? But again, don't overthink that. Just let your body work back as far as it can. You can see your right hip there kind of moving around that kind of coil there, getting a good backswing position. Now from here, as you come back to golf ball, there's kind of your impact. Now the club there's already caught up and released just after impact. Hence the reason why the ball went nice and straight. And the release through to your target. Again, very good sort of position there as you go through. This one you actually turn through a little bit more than you're used to, because you're used to spinning yourself round. This one you're almost trying to quieten down that body. So the feeling, as I said, from here when you're hitting it, this shoulder here is staying back as long as it can. So at least when you come back to kind of here with Sean McElroy, his belt buckle's over here. Yours ain't going to get there, to be fair. No one's going to have that much range of motion. They've got really, really supple back. Been playing golf for years. Shoulders square, hips a little bit open. What you had was on the other one here, sort of shoulders way left, hips had spun through way left, only because they hadn't gone back in the first place. And if they don't turn the way back, you can't keep them still the whole way. They have to move, otherwise you let your back in, not careful. So get those hips moving through. Then when you come back to impact here now, there's basically the blur of the golf ball there, just to impact. Everything's all lined up now to the golf ball. Shoulders are still square, hips moved a little bit open, which is fine. Okay, and then we can release that club through to a good target. And again, evidence to show now you get 40 yards. I think 271 was your longest one. Now, it was a bit left, but you haven't hit a long way left. No. And you've had maybe a couple that have gone right, like that last one there. But look at the side spin. The side spin there's like, 815. It's not as if you've hit it sideways, right, okay? Yes, it's in the right side of the trees, or right edge of the rough somewhere, but it's not exactly. You had to go like in the 2,000-3,000 numbers, which again is unplayable, really. Yeah. And that was why you had to sort of try and pull it and start it as far left as you could. So get the body working better on the way back, and then do less on the way down, really. Okay. What you had was nothing on the way back and then too much on the way down to try and... Yeah, exactly. Try to almost throw a ball. So like throw a ball here and sort of go that way, rather than sort of get back here and just go... Just let your arms just sort of swish through. Your arm's speed will always be faster than your hips can twist. Yeah. You try and swing that stick as fast as you can, put it in the hip, in your belt loop and try and swing. You wouldn't barely make a sound. Put in your right hand, just snap it. And that's where the speed comes in. So we hit it soft, but swing it fast. Yeah. Whereas most guys try and swing it slow because they've been told, don't swing too fast. They try and swing it slow and then try to hit it hard because they want to get more distance. Yeah. Yeah. It's the opposite way around again. Okay. Make sense? Yeah. Good man. Very, very good.